Hey guys, it's midweek, well Tuesday. One moment. Is that better? Yeah, it's midweek, Tuesday. Working on the Fairlane. I just come back from lunch. It's made up this section here, which was quite a feat. It was bloody heavy, and it's in 2mm instead of 1mm. So it's quite thick. But yeah, it's to replace this mess here. So that's all fabricated. And it fits in there nicely. I've got to cut the old metal out now so I can weld that in. But I don't have time to film all that shit for you because that's paid customer work. So I need more subscribers, guys. So subscribe, that'd be great, because I'd love to bring you more content like that, but I just don't have the time, so I do what I can. So yeah, back on the 240Z again. Yeah, so where was I last week? I did the string line wheel alignment, got it sort of straightish, steering column's in, most of the brake lights are done. So yeah, might go on with some body work. Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, that's not until the weekend. So just a quick message to say where I am at the moment. And yeah, I'll see you on the weekend for some 240Z love. Bye, guys. Hey guys, the weekend's been and gone. I did do a bit to the 240Z, but I didn't think it was much I wanted to film. I got the bonnet all welded back together and back on the car, and also this dog leg back here. She was kicking in towards the inside of the car at the back there, so I've fixed that up. I had to cut it open and reshape it. So yeah, that's all nice and straight again now. I'm getting the door gap sorted out. It's not perfect yet, so that's the next on the list, until I can get some more mechanical parts so I can put the engine back in. I'll show you the other side. Dog leg is doing exactly the opposite as what the one I just fixed. This one's kicking out, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice the inside of the wheel arch, and I'm just going to try and tap it back in. If that doesn't work, I'll have to do more drastic measures, but one side at a time, guys. It's weekday, so I'm working on the Fairlane. I've just cut out all of the seal panel I showed you earlier. This part here that I've made up. I'm not going to weld it all in until it's been to the sandblaster, because I want them to sandblast the inside of the seal panels. Because so anyway, my battery went flat again, as it always does. GoPros just don't last long enough in the battery. But yeah, seal panel, I've cut it all out. As I was saying, I'm not going to weld the new one in until I have had it at the sandblaster. So they can sandblast all the inside of the seal panels to make sure all of this crusty rust is gone. So I probably might have to replace some of it after they blow Swiss cheese holes all through it. At the moment I'm just working on this front section here. I've got to get this plate out here because she's a little bit too rusty. That's not going to stay regardless of blasting or not. So that's they're not easy to get out. There's tiny little spot welds all along here I've got to get out, and there's some down here as well I can't see because of the pitted rust, and that's what makes it difficult. I've already done the spot welds at the top. So yeah, D-spotty. Anyway, that's what I was, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on what I'm up to, because I didn't film on the weekend. So I might just do little tiny projects, snippets during the week this week. So I've got a video for Christmas weekend. That'll be great. Merry Christmas, everybody. Just comes around too quick these days. Yeah, have fun with your family. See you guys. So anyway, guys, Fairlane, it's about like that. Well, the seal panel is just sitting on there, but it's sitting perfectly in spot with no clamps or screws or anything. Oops, as you can see. But yeah, the guard sits in spot and it lines up with where it's supposed to, and it's all looking fantastic. Fairlane's coming together quite well. Look at that. So the bonnet's got some epoxy primer on it to keep the rust off now. Treated it all up, and yeah, that's just sitting waiting for some fine adjustments. Just got the headlight sitting in there for now, just a dream on what it might look like one day when it's done. So yeah, did some gap adjustment on the door here. This is all sitting nice and flush now, and I had to trim some off the bottom of the door because aftermarket door skins, they don't all fit right, but everything's lining up nicely now, so that gap's ready to go. So I'm going to move forward to the next one and sort that one out. Right. Going on, guys. 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Friday. It's going to be hot today. It's going to be in the low 40s. In America, that's in the high hundreds. No, low hundreds. 105 or something like that Fahrenheit. But yeah, it's already over 25 degrees at 8 a.m. It's climbing rapidly. So I got some work done on the 240Z over the last week because I gave myself a week off of customers' cars. So I got some work done on the dogleg on the driver's side, which is the right hand side here in Australia. She wasn't straight down by the I'll put some pictures up. Yeah, she wasn't straight anyway, so I had to do some cutting to straighten that out so it was flush with the door line. I had to do the same on the passenger side, the left hand side. So I've got this side pretty much done, ready for body filler. So all the gaps are nice and straight, and it's all flush down the side of the car. So it's actually looking quite good. So this side's ready for a light body filler skim. So just working a little bit on the other side. As you can see, I've got the bonnet in epoxy primer as well. But yeah, this side here still needs a wee bit of work, which is not too bad. This gap here is looking pretty good, but got to do a little bit of work around this area. It's pushed in a bit there, so I've got to pull that out with my dent puller. As I said, I've done this down here. I'm still not 100% happy with it. So I'm going to do a little bit more work down there yet, but for now it's good enough. It's only minor tweaks down there on that dog leg. But I want to get it outside so I can stand back and eyeball it, because when it's in a confined space like this, you miss a lot. So I've got to get it outside so I can walk right around it and just eyeball all the gaps, all the lines, make sure they're 100% right before I put the high fill primer on. So today, before it gets too hot, I want to at least get this hole here filled up. It obviously had a guard mirror on this side, on this guard. Probably when it was on a different car, I don't know. But I've got to weld up that little crack there as well. Got to strip the paint off of the headlight bucket. so that can be epoxied properly. Same with the indicator bucket down there. And yeah, she's a bit hollow around this area here, so this guard still needs a little bit of work before it's done. I thought I'd got all the rust, but I've got one more patch I've got to fix, which is it's in there anyway. Couldn't be bothered opening the door. I'll fix that another day. But yeah, she's almost ready. She's almost ready for high-fill primer, block back and paint. But as I said, I want to get the motor and all that in first so I can organise the wiring and weld up all the little holes in the engine bay that don't need to be there. It's going to be a nice car. It's going to be really nice. So, been thinking I may sell it after it's finished. Don't want to, but at the end of the day, I do want to retire before I die. And to do that, I need to pay my house off. It needs to bring good money at the moment, so once it's done, I may enjoy it for a couple of years and then put it on the market. But I don't want to take any lowball figures. I like to be able to get around 80k for it, so I've got to finish this off nice, so it's got to be worth that. Yeah, I do have other cars to play with, but yeah, what do? That's a long way off. Other things might come into play before that happens and I mightn't have to sell it, so, but it's in the back of my mind. So yeah, we're gonna enjoy it for a couple of years anyway, after it's restored. Anyway, I'm gonna get into doing this hole here. So yeah, let's do it. Alright, we're going to stick this to a piece of tin. If I can get it right on the edge, that'd be fantastic. That's a little tiny bit less cutting. Like so. Now, my good tin snips are gone walkies. They're here somewhere. Probably hiding under some junk because I'm too busy to clean my shed. Okay, that's basically it. I'm just gonna, where are you? That's basically it. I'm just gonna tidy up the edges on the belt sander now. So surprising how hot metal gets when you put it on a belt sander. reckon I'll take just a little bit more off of that top edge. Okay, let's see if it fits. Almost there. Okay, I'm just going to go around it one more time with the belt sander, and that should get it to fit. Okay, it does fit. You got to trust me. You just got to clean off the epoxy from around the hole now. That'll do. Let's get a round file to run around the inside of the hole. Just to get the epoxy off the inside edge. What I should really do is take the guard off and clean the inside too, but couldn't be bothered. She be right, mate. Okay, how I hold this in place is I stick my little circle that I made to a piece of tape, and then I just go from the inside through the headlight bucket, push it up into the hole. Bob's your uncle, done. Now you just put body filler over the top and you're finished. No, that's not how you do it. Now it's ready to tack weld in spot. As soon as I make the first tack, that tape's going to burn away and I'll just peel it off. Then I'll make the rest of my tacks and weld around. Bob's your uncle, so to speak and stuff. All right, I'm going to get the welder all set up. So, yep. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Got to purge the line first. Okay, now I rip the tape off the inside before I catch a car on fire. Stinky. Okay. I just need to get a hammer. How about? Dolly. Okay, now we're off. popped a little hole in it, but that's my own fault for not cleaning the inside of the metal as well. But we'll persevere. Okay, because we've heated the area right up, it's shrunk it. So now we've got to stretch it. You do that by grabbing your hammer and dolly and giving a few whacks. Not going to get it right today because I've got to pull the guard off to get it. Pen. Get it right. Because it's going to be might be a week or two before I get epoxy primer on it. Just going to dust some 1K primer over it to keep the rust off. And that's how you weld up a hole. So yeah, I've only been out here about an hour and it's already climbed about 5 degrees in temperature. I think I'm going to go inside now, and I'm halfway through writing some new music and I might add it to my channel. I got sick of all my old music. I'm sort of only learning when it comes to writing music, so I'm going to spend a little bit more time on the track that I am writing. It's sort of a tongue-in-cheek type track. It's not serious. It's not real serious, but I want to try and get it a bit tighter before I release it. So, chipping away on this thing. I'll probably come out again in the morning and do a little bit more, just tidy up that guard and bolt it up. And yeah, on Sunday morning I'm heading to town to pick up the bell housing I'm going to use to do the C71 gearbox conversion. So yeah, once I've got that, I'll start. I don't know what I'm doing with this conversion, so I'm learning as I go. But I'll take you guys along for the ride so we can learn together, because yeah, it's a new thing for me. Never pulled a gearbox apart before and I'm about to learn. I want this thing done so much. I really want it done. Hot days like this today is sort of killing my enthusiasm. But I'm going to go out and play some guitar, guys, so see you next week.